And back here at halftime, Wildcats lead Holmes 35-30. Man, what a good one it is here. Speaking of good ones, we got two great ones with us tonight. Tiago Jr. joins also Patton Francis. And guys, first and foremost, congratulations, man. It's not often a team can go back-to-back, but you guys did a great job. Tiago, first for you, man. Congratulations on all the numbers you put up here. You have been fun to watch this year. Tyler does a great job on the call of the games, and when I can't be there, I always enjoy listening. But, man, what's this year been like for you?
It's been great, man. I have no words. I'm so grateful for the opportunity to be here for 2 years and being able to accomplish so much. I'm grateful for my teammates, my coaches, everything. They make everything easier for me to be able to do my best and help the team to get wins, get championships. So happy for that.
I've been to Brazil. I've been to Sao Paulo. I've been to Copacabana. I've been down there, and I know down there they love football. Okay, we use the right term there. They love football. But what's it been like? Let me ask you this way: 2 years ago or 3 years ago, did you have any idea you'd be in Poplarville, Mississippi, playing soccer?
I've never imagined this in my life. It's something I think it was God's plan. That's the only explanation. Because 3 years ago, I was in Brazil. I have no expectations of coming here to play soccer in the United States because I didn't know how it worked here, how you go to college to play, to study. And when I first got here and I heard about the opportunity, like college give us student athletes to grow and get a degree and also stand out on the pitch and do what I love. I embrace the opportunity, and it's been so good to be here.
Well, Tiago, you're a long way from home. I know how far it is there. It's a 12-hour flight, let alone you can't even drive there. But for you, Patton Francis from Poplarville, just a short skip and a jump. But, man, this has got to be special for you just because of your growing up at Pearl River with your dad working here and then being in this community. Man, it's just got to be a special time for you.
It's huge.
Well, just a little bit. There we go.
Bad.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm still soaking it all in. Like, even being here at Pearl River, it's crazy. Like, growing up here my whole life. Like, and then winning a championship against the rivals, Jones, that I've known are the rivals my whole life. Like, it's insane. It's insane feeling it.
Let's go back to the Gulf Coast game. Walk us through. Dylan did a great job in the story the other day writing what happened, but walk those through who may not be familiar with we go into penalty kicks. We do 2 overtimes, nothing happened. We go into penalty kicks, and you weren't up, but one of your teammates said, you're the guy. Walk us through that and what went through your mind.
Yeah, so we all 10 of us got up there. The first 5 shooters shot, and Abe, he's the one who let me go. Like, at first I was shooting 7th, he was 6th. And I was like, Abe, I mean, I can step up if you want. Like, he's like, and then he was just selfless. He was like, Patton, this means everything to you. I understand. And he gave it to me. He was like, you played this whole game. You deserve it. He was like, this is your moment.
A couple of weeks ago, I talked to Coach Gallant on halftime one of our football games, and he said, the key for us, Carey, is to peak at the right time, play our best soccer, at the end of the year, and y'all did just that. Having to play Gulf Coast, and you mentioned this, Pat, having to beat Gulf Coast, turn around and beat Jones, both of those games on the road. Of course, you played the last one that Jones' home field advantage there at their pitch, but, man, when you woke up and you had to play Jones on Saturday up there, what went through your mind, Tiago? You played these guys earlier this year, know how good they were. What went through your mind?
Yeah, we know how Jones are so good. We had trouble playing them at home a few weeks ago, losing 3-1, going for the MACCC regular season championship. And we knew it was going to be a tough game, but after the last losses we had, the last couple of games, we have lots of talks as a team, as players with the coaches as well, and we try to figure it out what we were doing wrong, and we were able to find out like what we had to do to beat them. I think we are a way better team than they are. We just had to find out how to play better as a team.
family.
as a family, and we did that, and that's why we were able to beat them in the final.
You grew up around here. You've been to the camps here, Patton. You knew Drew Gallant before you even put on the jersey for the first time for the Wildcats. But I love what he said the other day. He made the comment that excuses are lies. Man, it was a great quote he put there. But what's it been like for you, having watched him all these years and then finally playing for him these last 2 seasons?
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, watching all these past years, like seeing that moment that I was in years before me, like. And Coach Drew, it's funny, the excuses are lies. We need to make a T-shirt out of it. It's a great slogan. He was using it when my brother was here, when Maddox was here, and it's a great slogan. I love Coach Drew. He raised me up and like transformed me into the player I am. Like from Gulf Coast United, like the club, I wasn't a center back. Like I was a midfielder, and he turned me into a center back, and here I am winning championships.
You guys are not the typical soccer 2'6'4" guys. I talked to Drew about this the other day. I mean, if Oni saw y'all, he may want y'all to come out and play a little basketball. But 6'4" is unusual for soccer players. Let's talk a little bit about that. Tiago, you first. I mean, I'll be honest with you. Until I saw you guys play, I'm like, they're kind of tall. And then when I started looking at the roster, I'm like, 6'4" playing soccer, something special there. Drew joins us now. But just I talked to Drew about this the other day, but the game's changed a lot, weight training and things like that. But 2 guys 6'4", as fluid as you are, you don't see that very often, do you?
Yeah, you don't see it very often, but I think it's a huge advantage for us being that tall and playing soccer. It helps me a lot get some advantage against the defenders, being good in the air, and use my body to protect the ball and stuff. So I think I got it from my dad because he's pretty tall too. My mom is also pretty tall, so I think it's a good thing that it helps me to be a good player.
Well, don't let Oni see y'all because he'll want to get you out there. Drew, we were talking earlier about the fact that you go there and you beat Gulf Coast and Jones back-to-back, and not at home, which makes it even more difficult. But we were talking about your quote, which Patton's already said we're going to make T-shirts. Excuses are lies. But, man, just talk about the run this team made. You and I talked about 4 weeks ago or 5 weeks ago. You said we got to get hot at the right time. And, man, did you ever.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still losing my voice. Still trying to get it back from the games. I think we are getting hot at the right time, heading into the national tournament. We dropped those 4 games with 2 ties, 2 losses, Gulf Coast tie, Hines tie, Jones loss, and then the Itawamba loss at home. And it was a tough stretch there, but you take those losses any day if you're going to go run the tournament, aren't you?
Back to back, man. I mean, that's special in any sport, particularly the competition in this league. You look at the national rankings and the power rankings, and every year there's going to be 5 teams or 6 teams sometimes from this conference in there. Man, that says something to win this thing back to back.
Yeah, we had our semifinal. All 4 teams were in the top 14 in the country. And it was, we went. The Gulf Coast was 7th. We had to go to penalties with, and then Jones is 6th. Just little competition, a little adversity. We can handle it. So we look for is adversity.
Well, you're going to find out tomorrow who you're going to play. Of course, you're going to be playing up in Huntsville, Wicks Family Joe Davis Stadium complex up there. I used to live in Huntsville. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility. You're going to get a chance to play up there. But, reflecting since the win Saturday, and of course you'll find out tomorrow exactly who you're going to play. What's it been like for you? Has the phone been blowing up for you?
It hadn't stopped. I mean, I just got off the phone. I just did another interview. That's why I'm late to this one. I had Mitch Williams calling me.
Yeah.
So I'm just nonstop on the phone. And about these guys, too. My phone's blowing up. I mean, I walk off the field and I've got Instagram messages, Facebook messages, text messages from college coaches looking at our players, just looking to bring them in. And, one of the first questions is, what do they like as people? Like, we have good people here. We have good players. And the boys will tell you, I'm on them nonstop about you have to be good people. You have to make the right choices on and off the field. Because I think that affects their game. And for the big schools out there around the country that are looking for players, they know that when they take our players, they're going to get good people.
Drew, let's talk about Tiago. Of course, you were a standout here. You had a record that stood for a long time. Now he's took care of that per se, or it's going to happen, and then also talk about Patton, the local guy. But let's talk about these 2 guys, just your perspective, what they meant to this ball club the last 2 years.
Yeah, Tiago broke a couple of my goal scoring records this year, but it was coming. It was coming one day. If it wasn't for me showing him how to do it, he probably wouldn't have broke the records. I mean, last year he had the chance to break it and he couldn't do it, so it took a year of training underneath me for him to learn how to score a few more goals. But he is a great goal scorer. It's obvious his reasons he leads the country in scoring right now. Hopefully he'll get a few more at the national tournament, and he can take the career goal scoring record away from Mikey Lizzo.
Yeah. So, Patton, I told him how special it was with his relationship here at the college, coming to your camps, being part of a club. I mean, all the things for him to get that opportunity to put you into that finals, to me, it's a storybook finish.
Yeah, it's funny. Actually, we work on penalties.
It went down a little bit. Go ahead.
We work on penalties a lot, and Patton actually wasn't even in the penalties until the day before the game, and it's just we put a little pressure on him the day before the game, and he still made his penalty, and it was spot on. So we're like, hey, we'll go with Patton. And then he wasn't next up in line. Abe was, and Abe knew how much it meant to Patton, and Patton steps in, and then he scores in the final also. So it's just contributing all around. I thought he had a great game at the back for us. He's done a really good job because originally Patton wasn't a center back, and we've had him transition to center back, and he's gotten better as the season's gone on.
You've been in 5 consecutive finals. You've won the last 2. Does it get sweeter each time?
It does. The last win, the Gulf Coast win, was different because it had been 4. That was our 4th one in a row, and is it ever going to come? Because we won once in 17 when I was here, and now we're 4 in a row. Is it ever going to happen? Now we're into overtime with Gulf Coast again, and then Aiden scores, and it's just like everything went crazy. Where last night it's like this is what we're supposed to be doing. Like last night, Saturday night, we know we're supposed to be here. We know we're supposed to win. This is what we do. And now we just got to go to the national tournament and win it.
Well, tomorrow, 2 o'clock tomorrow.
Yeah, we find out at 2.
2 o'clock tomorrow. Drew, as always, thank you. Congratulations once again. Drew Gallant, Tiago Jr., and Pat Francis. Guys, good luck.
Thank you.